Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I think I mentioned in yesterday's vlog how yesterday felt like either like Friday, like I was expecting like to go to the grocery store tomorrow. Like yesterday I was expecting to go tomorrow as in like today, so I was thinking it was like Friday night, or it felt like it was like already Sunday. Either way, it just didn't feel like Saturday. So today felt more like Sunday. It was a much more relaxed, kind of not much going on. Nobody was really doing a whole ton. My dad did. My dad was getting to a handful of things, like just kind of like housekeeping stuff and kind of things just to get the house back from like the 4th of July and everything like that. Like he's been doing most of the dishes and like just rinsing them. I need to load them in the dishwasher, and it's kind of absolutely horrific the amount of dishes that we have that are all cleaned and rinsed that I just need to put in the dishwasher, and like it was all from the 4th of July. And I did a load I think on Friday or something like that. I didn't do one yesterday, and today I was like, oh my goodness, like all this stuff is like completely all rinsed and washed now and needs to go in the dishwasher. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of dishes. So I need to get to that. But I did do laundry today. I did 2 loads of laundry. I also edited and uploaded today as well. Plus, the other thing that I ended up getting to, which I didn't get to all of what I wanted to, but I did get to a lot of it, was I kind of cleaned up and just sort of tidied up my room. Since this week was the 4th of July on Thursday, the week prior to that we had the family reunion that we were, you know, organizing and everything like that. It's like, it's just been a lot of stuff that's been going on, and like I haven't even had time to really like tidy up my room or anything like that. My desk has been like a disaster. There's stuff that was on the floor. I haven't put my clothes away. Like I had a pile of clean laundry that was just like massive mound of clean laundry behind me that needed to be put away. There was just so much stuff that I was like, today I'm just gonna try and work on like getting a lot of that stuff done, which I did. I didn't completely clear off my desk entirely, enough that I could sit there and like edit today, which was good because I always feel like I'm maybe a little bit more productive when I'm up out of my bed, but also too sometimes not. Sometimes I can be productive if I just kind of stay in bed and like do stuff, but I also do feel pretty productive if I'm up out of my bed, like at my desk, like working on things or whatever. But like I said, that was today. I just felt better being up and like, you know, out and about kind of, you know, other than just kind of laying around in bed all day like watching TV, or even just like doing stuff on my computer but like in bed and like that kind of stuff. But today the house too, just kind of getting it all back in shape after the 4th of July, and even to my room, it feels a lot better. The other thing too, my dad, he went and he watered the plants. And my mom was like, oh, you didn't need to water them. I just watered them yesterday. And my dad was like, oh, well, I thought you said they need to be watered every day. And my mom was like, just like the potted plants and like the window boxes and stuff like that. My dad was like, oh, well, I already watered everything in the backyard. Then in the evening, it ends up downpouring. And my dad literally did not need to water, like, because my mom had already done it. And then he also didn't need to water because it was like pouring torrential rain today on top of that. And I was like, I feel so bad. My dad was like trying to be all like, I'm gonna go and do this and like be productive and like, you know, do it without anybody having to say anything. Like, I'm just gonna go and take care of the backyard and water everything. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Then I find out, yeah, my mom had watered everything yesterday, and then it also was like downpouring today. My dad was like, well, that was a waste of time, like twofold because of the rain and my mom already watering it. So anyways, yeah, we're supposed to have like, I think it looked like rain kind of on and off almost all week. Maybe up until like mid to late end of the week it might stop raining, but I don't think it's supposed to rain like all day every day. But it looks like today, again, it was like sunny in the morning for the most part, then it like got real cloudy, then it like rained, then it got like a little bit, I don't know, it was just cloudy, then it like torrential downpoured. Then it got sunny, it was like super sunny in the evening. So I'm wondering if that's kind of what the weather's going to be like for most of this week. But thankfully, because we've gotten so much stuff done outside in preparation for the 4th of July, there's not much that needs to be done outside, so I don't really need to worry about the weather all of too much. The only thing that I do want to do once I get out of the shower is I want to set my planner up for this week. because again, being kind of done with all of like the big events that we've had kind of going on so far this summer, I want to just get back into, again, using my planner, keeping my room kind of tidied, you know, because again, I have not had time, especially this week in general, like this last week. I was cleaning the rest of the house every day, so my bedroom was completely neglected. It needed some TLC. So that's why I, like, you know, now that I'm back into, like, my room is tidied, the rest of the house is all very clean, the outside is all clean, like, the outside is weeded, and flower gardens and vegetable gardens are all, like, being, you know, taken care of and stuff like that, and already have been taken care of. You know, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, so I'm like, I need to focus on the things that I know I need to get done, and I need to figure out what those things are and get to them. Like, for example, I need to get to finishing scanning my aunt's photos that I've had for forever, which I told her that I was already done with them, and I was like, I just wanted to scan a few and I could probably get them to you sometime. Like, I think I said within the next 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. I told her at the family reunion. But again, too, I have to figure out a time then to bring them over to her and everything like that. And with my mom working now, it's a little bit weird. Also, too, on Thursday, I'm going to, there's a football scrimmage at the high school. And since my dad and Jack coach, and last year I did the end zone camera, because they're scrimmaging, they, need somebody to do the end zone camera. So I was like, sure, I'll go and do that. But it's, again, too, it's just another thing that I'm like, I need to remember that. I need to try and work that into my schedule now. And just, you know, again, because like my mom will, I think, yeah, Thursday, she works in the evening. So Thursday she'll be gone. So it's just having to kind of figure out, again, too, like the schedule, how things are going to work, you know, all that kind of stuff. But also like writing that down in my planner and being like, okay, let's get organized. Let's figure out like, what are we cooking for dinners this week too? Because I don't know right now. You know, I got to figure some stuff out, and we have honestly tons and tons of leftovers though in the refrigerator from 4th of July. So I mean, I think there's still maybe some hamburgers and some brats that were cooked, and even all like the leftover potato salad and pasta salad, and like there's fruit. I've been having fruit like watermelon and cantaloupe that my aunt brought. I've had it like almost every single day. But you know, there's a lot of food in there, and so with the refrigerator that I just cleaned out too. Here's the thing, guys, we went and we put the fruit in like Ziploc bags, and like the big gallon size Ziploc bags, and for some reason the Aldi ones all of a sudden are horrible. They like do not want to close at all. Like at first I was like, oh, it's because they're like too full. It's like, no, like they are super hard to close. I honestly am kind of getting a little mad at Aldi, because this has been happening kind of consistently with a lot of their stuff, where the quality seems, and it's not like it's like just like a fluke, it's like the design, like you can tell they're like using less plastic on it, sort of like the way the zipper is. It's like not like there's not enough of the like little things to like grasp it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's just not secure. And so like when you finally do get it to actually close, it still kind of like opens up on its own. So I cleaned out the fridge. I showed you guys my very clean refrigerator and how I like deep cleaned the refrigerator. Well, the fruit that was in one of the Ziploc bags ended up completely coming open, and there was like juice all over the place in the fridge, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just cleaned this, and like deep cleaned it too, and now there's like juice all over. I don't think it was that bad, but and my dad like cleaned it up, but I'm like, it's still like, probably you're gonna find a spot that's gonna end up being sticky somewhere that gets missed or whatever. Like I was like, you know, I took all the drawers out to clean it and everything, you know, and now I'm like, there's probably stuff that could have maybe gotten underneath it that, you know, like didn't end up getting cleaned up well enough or something. And then I'm gonna have to go and clean it again, because I find out that there's like juice, like fruit juice all over in the bottom of the fridge or something, underneath the drawers and all that. So yeah, guys, I spent so much time doing that, and of course, you know, that happens. But like I said, there's a lot of things lately with Aldi that I've just not been happy about, like their quality assurance type stuff, and like they've been changing these type of things lately a lot. Like they just changed too recently their packaging for crescent rolls, and they no longer come in like the tube, like the cylinders. They come in like a like plasticky kind of like not shrink wrapped, but like plastic kind of, you know, packaging bag kind of thing. It's kind of like what cookie dough comes in, but it's like they're still, you know, like in a circle, like in a roll, but it's just like a tube, like not like the cylinder, you know, like the ones you gotta break open, you know, and pop open. They're not like that anymore. And honestly, they are really, the texture of them because of that now feels very different, and like they don't cook the same either. So that's the thing. I know I've mentioned too before about their cheese. I don't like their like deli cheese kind of stuff. I mean, it's not real deli cheese, but it's more the like more variety. It's not like the American singles, you know. It's more of like their provolone and cheddar cheese and like, you know, that kind of stuff. But they changed the package on that. They used to have like a little Ziploc-y kind of thing, you know, like almost like a sandwich bag, and it would just close and keep it fresh for a really long time. Now they have these weird clamshell kind of things, and they're just supposed to like press close. Like they're supposed to be able to like reseal and like press close, but they don't seal well, and the cheese goes bad so quickly. I mean, maybe that's their marketing, is like to get you to go and buy more cheese because your cheese went bad, but the packaging on it is like not good anymore. And granted, I could just put it in like a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag, you know, kind of thing, whatever, to try and keep it fresh as well. But, you know, or even too, like they have those little, like, not Tupperware, but, you know, like food storage, like cheese slice food storage type things, which I heard keep fresh, like keep food fresh for a very, very long time. It's funny too, my aunt brought over strawberries, like she brought over the fruit tray for 4th of July, and she was saying how the strawberries that she brought, which looked so good, she said they were like 2 weeks old because she stores them in mason jars. And I've seen people do that, and I was like, I don't know if that's really true or not, but she was like, no, literally those are like 2 weeks old. She's like, they are still fresh, and they were, and they tasted amazing, and they've been in her fridge for 2 weeks in the mason jar. And I was like, that's awesome, because I would love to be able to keep strawberries fresh a lot longer, because I would buy more, but the thing is I can't, because I'm like, okay, figuring Jack has maybe 1 package a day or something like that, or like a half of a package. I kind of figure, you know, like how many can I get? But you know, like, and sometimes it's so cheap, it's like 99 cents. It's like, you gotta pick up a couple packages, but if I can't keep them fresh for that long and they're already kind of starting to not look that great, you know, like how do you keep them fresh? And yeah, so I guess that's a way. But anyways, back to the Aldi thing. Yeah, I've just noticed that a lot lately, because I mean, we've shopped at Aldi for forever, since I was like a baby. My mom has shopped at Aldi before it was trendy, before it was a big named grocery store. Like there was like one in our area. Then eventually they ended up having another one that's like right down the street from us. But for the longest time there was like one Aldi, and it was like still a decent drive, but my mom would still go there. She was telling me how cans, they used to be I think 10 cents or quarter or something like that. Like any cans of anything like that you wanted was a quarter. I was like, wow, that must have been nice. But you know, at Aldi compared to like every other store. And like, I think even too, if you bought like a whole big thing, it was like even cheaper than that or something. So I've watched Aldi. I've watched Aldi grow a lot over the years. And like I said, I don't really like a lot of the stuff that they're, you know, it seems like kind of, you know, now their bargain brand is really becoming more of a bargain brand, whereas I thought it was always very good quality. It seems like a lot of the stuff is not really anymore, and it's not all that worth it. And honestly, it might be kind of a sign of the times as well. Like, you know, again, manufacturers are changing a lot of things to make it more cost effective for them, but sacrificing quality in some cases. And like I said, I can't really speak to like all of the other grocery stores and their bargain brands if it's kind of like Aldi's just following what they do, because I don't like buy plastic bags and, you know, like Ziploc type bags, sandwich bags from like Walmart, so I don't really know. But like compared to what they were just a handful of weeks ago when I bought them compared to now, it's, you know, like I said, it's different. And again too, I will buy the Pillsbury brand or the Walmart store brand of crescent rolls if I have to, compared to Aldi's, because I do not like those anymore. And like I said, the packaging's weird, they cook really weird now too, just a whole bunch of stuff. then again too, I wasn't trying to turn this into just complaining about grocery store stuff, but you know, or Aldi things or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not that happy with a couple of those things, and clearly I'm not very happy because the, you know, bag ends up opening up and it ended up spilling the juice from the fruit all over the refrigerator. And so like I said, that's I don't like that, and I can, like I said, I can tell that there's a big difference there in the old packaging versus the new packaging that they have, and the quality on it is definitely not the same. So if that means that I have to go to Walmart, like buy in bulk and, you know, that kind of thing because their quality is better, then that's what I have to do. But I realized that that was not even what I was talking about today. Either way, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.